Hey, welcome to this video. If you're watching this one, I'm assuming you're relatively new to WayBase because you're setting up your listing. Well, welcome. It's great to have you here. Setting up your listing takes less than 10 minutes. It's very simple and very intuitive, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is make sure we're signed in with our login and also make sure that we've claimed our listing. Now, if you don't know what claiming your listing means, we also have another video on that. I'll drop it in the description below and add it in a tag, a card that'll pop up right up here. And it's very simple as well. You just claim your listing, make sure that you own that account, and then you'll be able to edit it and change it. So I've claimed my listing, I've signed in, and I'm going to go up to the top right area up here, and I'm going to click on my listings. Now your organization will show up right here, and all you need to do is click the edit button, and this edit page will pop up. And then you can go through all the boxes, fill out the necessary information. I won't go through all of them because there's a few and most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but there's a couple I just want to highlight. And the first one is under the key information right at the top and this description here. This description is what people are going to see when they first come onto your listings page on WayBase. So making sure that it's not just one sentence, but it's also not paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of info. Just who you are, why you do what you do, and what you do. If you have a trailer video for your organization, feel free to add that in with a YouTube link or a Vimeo link. It'll show up right on WayBase for people to watch. So this is a great first snapshot of who your ministry is and what you do. The other thing I want to highlight is your secondary categories here. Of course, you're going to fill out your primary category, whether you're a church or you're an organization or you're just an individual leader. But you also want to fill out these secondary categories because these act as hashtags on WayBase. So if somebody is searching for abuse services on WayBase, or if they're searching for agricultural programs, and you've selected those tags, then your listing will show up along those search results. So adding these secondary categories is very important. Now the third one I'm going to highlight for you is these connections. So if your ministry is part of an association, whether you are under a denomination or you are a denomination head, and you've got all these different organizing partners with you, you can add them here. So we've got a few different kind of connections. We've got parent connections, child connections, and affiliations. So maybe I want to add Mountain View Church as a connection. So I'll just type it in here. I'll see my ministry that I'm connected with, and I'm going to click this add button. And here I can specify whether they're an association, a parent organization, or a child organization here as well. So those are the three main areas that I want to highlight for you when editing your listing. Of course, you want to fill out all the other information as well. Whether you had a brand update and you need to change your images, or you've moved locations and you need to update your address, or those contact details, you can do that all here within the edit page. Click save and finish, and all your updates will be pushed directly to your listings page on WayBase. So that's how you update your listing on WayBase. Now it's up to you to go make sure that your listing is looking fresh, up to date. And if you have any programs or any causes, that might be a great next step for you, is to add those causes, add those programs, let people know what you're doing, not just that you exist in the missional table of Canada, but also that you're actively working for it. So I'll see you in the next video, and until then, happy editing.